equals A union B, where A and B are the sets of the least positive residues of these multiples of P minus 1 by 2 multiples of N, according as the least residues less than B by 2 or greater than B by 2, yes, same as in Gauss lemma. So A union B, what is A union B? Then like that, it is A1 etc. AK, comma B1 etc. BN. Okay. So A union B equals this one. Now, but what is A union C? We have also, what is also, you can construct what is C. As in Gauss lemma, we have C equals C1 etc. Cm, where Cj equals P minus of Bj, where the elements of A and C lies in same interval, means A and CAR lies in between 0 and P by 2. Now, we also say that A union C equals 1, 2, 3, etc. A union C consists of these elements 1, 2, 3, etc. to P minus 1 by 2. Okay, that means 1, set 1, 2, 3, etc. to P minus 1 by 2 equals A1, A2, etc. AK, comma C1, etc. Cm. Means R1, R2, etc. P minus 1 by 2 is A1, etc. AK, B1, etc. Bm, as well as 1, 2, 3, etc. P minus 1 by 2 equals A1, A2, etc. AK, C1, etc. Cm. Okay. So, from here, what is R1 plus R2 plus etc. plus Rp minus 1 by 2 from equation 1? So, sorry, from this, the construction 1 and 1, 2 and 3. Okay, from 2, what is R1 plus R2 plus etc. plus Rp minus 1 by 2 is A1 plus, okay, A2 plus etc. plus AK plus B1 plus B2 plus etc. plus B. Clear? Yes. That means sigma T ranges from 1 to P minus 1 by 2 RT are suffixed. Okay, sigma T ranges from 1 to P minus 1 by 2 RT equals, what is A1 plus A2 plus etc. plus AK plus B1 plus etc. plus that one? That is A1, A2 etc. plus AK means sigma AJ or sigma AA plus sigma BA. Sigma I ranges from, or sigma AA plus sigma BG. Sigma AII I ranges from 1 to KI plus sigma J ranges from 1 to M BG. Okay, right. Now consider equation 3. If you add this one, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus P minus 1 by 2. So 1 plus 2 plus etc. plus P minus 1 by 2 equals, what do you get? Sigma AK plus sigma means A1, that one again, A1 plus etc. plus AK plus C1 plus etc. plus CU. Okay, yes. So, now consider this one, means so what do you get? The second argument is 1 plus 2 plus etc. plus P minus 1 by 2. Means it is sigma T ranges from 1 to P minus 1 by 2 T. Okay, yes. Equals again there sigma I ranges from 1 to K AI plus sigma J ranges from 1 to M Cj. Okay, right. That means, what is this, the second term? It is sigma AI plus sigma, what is Cj? Cj means P minus Bj. Clear? Yes. That means, sigma T ranges from 1 to P minus 1 by 2 T equals sigma AI plus, where I ranges from 1 to K, sigma AI plus sigma J ranges from 1 to MP minus sigma J ranges from 1 to MBG. Clear? That equals sigma I ranges from 1 to K AI plus, what is this one? P into sigma J ranges from 1 to M of 1, that is M times. So it is MP minus sigma J ranges from 1 to M of BG. Clear? Yes. So, one is sigma T ranges from 1 to P minus 1 by 2 RT equals this one, and the other is sigma t ranges from 1 to p minus 1 by 2, t equals sigma ai plus mp minus sigma j ranges from 1 to m bg. Agree? Okay. Now, but we have what is RT? RT equals Tn minus P into this one. Okay. We have RT from 1 RT. So taking summation on both sides, sigma RT from 1, what you get? Sigma RT equals. You have these two results, sigma RT equals this one and sigma T equals this one. But we have RT equals this one. Okay. So now listen. From here, RT equals RT equals Tn minus P into greatest integer Tn by P. Okay, so taking sigma on both sides, that is sigma RT equals sigma Tn minus sigma P into greatest integer Tn by P. Agree? Okay. But what is sigma RT? We know that sigma RT equals, come on, what is sigma RT? Sigma RT is sigma AA plus sigma BG. Okay, sigma RT means sigma AA plus sigma B. That is sigma AI plus sigma BJ equals sigma with respect to t, that is sigma t ranges from 1 to p minus 1 by 2, sigma t ranges from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 Tn minus sigma t ranges from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 p into greatest integer Tn by P. Enough? Okay. But what is sigma t? Sigma t equals sigma AA plus mp minus sigma bj. If you add on both sides, so what do you get? We have sigma AA plus mp minus sigma bj equals, we already obtained this result, equals sigma t. Agree? Okay. Then you can add these two. Add these two vertically. So sigma minus aj cancelling each other. That implies 2 into sigma AA plus mp equals, come to the right side, sigma t ranges from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 t, this one, plus sigma t ranges from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 tn plus sigma t ranges from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 p into greatest integer Tn or integer part Tn by P. Okay? Right. Now, that means here T, sigma T ranges from 1 to P minus 1 T, sigma T ranges from 1 to P minus 1 Tn. That means the right side become, it is n plus 1 into sigma T ranges from 1 to P minus 1 by 2 T minus, what's the means? So there is minus, so minus P into sigma of sigma T ranges from 1 to P minus 1 by 2 P Tn by P, P into greatest integer Tn by P equals, listen, that equals 2 sigma AA plus mp. Okay, 2 sigma AA plus mp. Now listen, what is sigma t? Sigma t means, sigma t, what is t? 1, 2, 3, etc. to p minus 1 by 2. So what is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus p minus 1 by 2? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus, that is sigma t. Sigma t means 1 plus 2 plus etc. to p minus 1 by 2. Sum of the first n natural numbers. Sum of the first p minus 1 by 2 natural numbers. That is p square minus 1 by 8. We already see that. It is n into n plus 1 by 2. If you substitute, instead of n it is p minus 1 by 2. It is p square minus 1 by 8. So n plus 1 into p square minus 1 by 8 minus p into sigma p Tn by P is 2 sigma A plus mp. But what is 2 into sigma A? This is an even number. Multiple of 2. So that is the sigma A. 2 into sigma A is a multiple of 2. So from here we conclude that. From here we conclude that sigma n plus 1 into, listen, n plus 1 into, what is actually this one? That is p square minus 1 by 8. So it is p square minus 1 by 8 minus p into sigma, or sigma minus minus sigma p into greatest integer tn by p. So it is p into greatest integer tn by p. Sigma t ranges from 1 to p minus 1 by 2. Okay. Equals minus mp or minus mp is congruence to 0 mod 2. Sure. Bring this mp to the left side. So it is n plus 1 into this p square minus 1 by 8 minus p goes outside of the summation. Sigma p into sigma tn by p minus mp is congruence to 0 mod 2. Agreed. That means this mp congruence to n plus mp congruence to, what is mp? mp is congruence to, yes, so it is 0 mod p. Since p is an odd prime, what happens here? Since p is an odd prime, and we also that, before going to the conclusion, n plus 1 is always, n plus 1 is congruence to n minus 1 mod 2. Sure? For any n, it is true for every n plus 1 is congruence to n minus 1 mod 2. Since p is an odd prime, p always congruence to 1 mod 2. Since p is an odd prime, 3 is an odd prime, 3 minus 1, 2. So p is congruence to 1 mod 2. Therefore, this m congruence to, from here it is m congruence to n minus 1. N plus 1 is congruence to n minus 1. So it is n minus 1 into p square minus 1 by 8 plus p is, since p is congruence to 1 mod 2, so it is plus sigma greatest integer tn by p mod 2. So this is what we request here. So where m be the number which is defined in Gauss lemma, that is the number of least positive residues of the p minus 1 by 2 multiples of n which exceeds p by 2. So m congruence to n minus 1 p square minus 1 by 8 plus sigma t ranges from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 greatest integer tn by p mod 2. Okay. Now the special case, when n is odd, what happens? N odd, what is n minus 1? N minus 1 is even. Even means it is a multiple of 2. So that means m congruence to, this is a multiple of 2. So it is sigma t ranges from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 greatest integer tn by p mod 2. Okay. This is what we require. So this is the conclusion. So when m be the least positive residue of the p by 2n multiples of n, p by 2 multiples of n, p minus 1 by 2 multiples of n, which exceeds p by 2, then that m congruence to sigma t ranges from p minus 1 by 2 integer part n by p plus n minus 1 into p square minus 1 by 8 mod 2. And when n is odd, n minus 1 is even, so m is congruence to sigma t ranges from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 integer part n by p. Okay, where here the proof is done, that is heavily depends upon the Gauss lemma. Here the sets A, B and C, all these sets are constructed like in Gauss lemma. A and B are the number of least positive residues of these p minus 1 by 2 multiples of n, which according as the residues less than p by 2 and greater than p by 2, and C is constructed as in this way. The elements in C is p minus the elements in B. So C and A consists of, the elements of C and A lies in same interval as well as they are mutually disjoint, and then by using this argument Tn by P is integer part Tn by P plus fraction part Tn by P, and this follows from proof of Gauss lemma. Agreed? Okay.